Glad to see you're okay, Commander.
Thanks.
Commander, I'm glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Jenkins will be missed.
Yeah, I wish I could have done something to save him.
I was there. You did everything right. It was just bad luck. It's been a hell of a shakedown, Cruz. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. The Citadel Council's not gonna be happy about that. Probably use it to lever more concessions out of the Alliance.
You've got a good grasp of the situation. You a career man?
Yeah, a lot of biotics are. We're not restricted, but we sure don't go undocumented. May as well get a paycheck for it. Besides, my father served. I made him proud when I enlisted. Eventually. But is that why you're here? Because of your family?
Nah. This is fucking awesome.
Couldn't keep me out if you tried. Best way to explore the galaxy is behind a cannon.
Is that how you got here? I heard about the Skillian Blitz. I bet you had your pick of posts after that.
Yeah.
Word is we're heading for the Citadel, ma'am. Can you, tell me why?
Yeah, we want to brief the council.
The captain hopes the ambassador can get an audience with the council. Tell them what Saren's been up to.
Makes sense. They'd probably like to know he's not working for them anymore. Whatever happens, we'll be ready, Commander.
So, what bugs me about the faces of all the characters in the game, and specifically Shepard, but like, because I look at her so much, but all of them, is that the game's from an era just before we got really good faces, but an era when we also had the not actually human-looking faces, but still good-looking faces, like kind of cartoony faces, down. Like, Kodor's faces looked really good, and I'd actually argue looked better than this game's, because this one just hits Uncanny Valley ever so slightly. Like, it's not a huge issue, but it's just something that bugs me about them, because, like, I'm saying Kodor, but even other things, like, that didn't quite try for as much realism, looked better. Whereas, like, this one tries for realism, but just isn't quite there. Some of them look better. Like, Dr. Chakos actually has a really good-looking face, and so does Anderson. But some of the others aren't. Like, Kaiden and Shepard's partially my fault, but Kaiden also. There's just something off about him. Like, looking at him, it's just, there's something not right. There's something not right with your face, Kaiden. Actually, I like how she does do the lean into the turn. Not a lot of games do that. No, we don't need an elevator. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez, this ship is... Oh, it's complicated.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission. But he has an impressive service record. Over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
An L2?
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
Complications?
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Kaiden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
What do you know about Captain Anderson?
I've served with him for a few tours now. He knows when to let things slide and when to crack the whip. The crew knows he's seen pretty much anything they'll ever run into. And he cares about the people under his command.
I like him.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
So I'm gonna ask any regrets, but I also like to know what the fuck the Traverse is.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
I just got XP for talking to her. Oh, hey, Ashley.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. The crew could use some good news after what happened to Jenkins.
I'll be missed.
Jenkins was a valuable part of this crew.
I mean, I barely
Part
knew
of me
him.
feels guilty over what happened. If Jenkins was still alive, I might not be here.
Really?
You're a good soldier, Williams. You belong on the Normandy.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot from you. I've never met anyone who was awarded the Star of Terra.
I was? Okay.
Things were pretty rough down there. Are you okay?
I've seen friends die before. Comes with being a Marine. But to see my whole unit wiped out, and you never get used to seeing dead civilians. But things would have been a lot worse if you hadn't shown up.
You
We
helped.
couldn't have done it without you, Williams.
Thanks, Commander. I have to admit, I was a little worried about being assigned to the Normandy. It's nice when someone makes you feel welcome.
Well,
I think you're
cool.
gonna fit in here just fine, Williams.
Thanks, Commander.
Yeah, I'm not trying immediately to go for Paragon, but some of these things are just, like, asshole moves. What? Oh, Anderson. Okay, so I'm just gonna, like, cut here because we're gonna go into the Codex and listen to a bunch of things. I'll make that, like, a separate episode. So, I've got an issue. Alright, yeah. So, you can't see this, but, the thingamabob that tells me about my recording that I have up in the corner, and you're not supposed to be able to see, vanishes when I hit F6, and I've never figured out how to rebind that. Because of this, I get freaked out when, sorry. I freaked out a bit. I was like, shit, am I not recording? Yeah, I was recording. Alright, so there's like a million things around here. Yeah, I really hate the sprint cam. Oh, no. No, that looks plot relevant. We're avoiding that. Alright, what's Anderson up to? Anderson, what are you
Go
up
speak
to?
to Joker when you're ready. Tell him to bring the Normandy into dock.
Okay, so you're just telling me things I've already heard. What's all this? It's some dudes. Yeah, I guess not everyone on the ship's named. So people are just dudes. It's the med bay that I came out of. Okay. Oh, God, Shepard. Okay, I'm gonna stop hitting the shift button, because that thing is really annoying and hard to control. Alright, what's this do? Oh, I thought it would take me up, not down.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
What are licenses? Why do you need them?
Manufacturers sell licenses. Each license allows me to buy and sell a certain brand of products. I already have several basic ones, but you'll need to buy more if you want me to bring in different brands. Many of the best licenses are hard to get, but they're well worth the cost if you can find them.
What do the different manufacturers offer?
There are too many for me to keep track of, but each license will explain what it's good for.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Alright, let's see. Ooh, I do not have much money. Ooh. Oh, great. Oh, okay, I get it. Ooh, what are these doors? Oh. Oh, great. Alright. Now, if we're quite through... Ooh, nice hat. If we're quite through getting, like, lore, let's talk to Adams.
Shame about Jenkins, Commander.
Oh, that's it? Alright. You know, I said I was going to stop sprinting, but I keep doing it. So how come this elevator only goes down to the one level and not the other level? I mean, it doesn't go up. SR1. Alright, time to be plot related. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay, that's the thing on his face. I was like, is his face glitched out? Alright, anything interesting in here? Oh, great. You know what? I'll just compile all of that and put... I'm just gonna start collecting codex entries, and we'll do, like, another fucking special lore video later.
I'm glad you're okay, Commander. Losing Jenkins was hard enough on the crew.
Okay, so I know that this is just storytelling, but it does feel a bit silly that they're like, oh, Jenkins was hard on the crew. I barely know who Jenkins was. It was like, oh no, Jenkins! Like, who is Jenkins? I wonder who'll be the commanding officer soon. It's me! I'll be the commanding officer. Yep, more lore. Just hit the lore button. I'm just gonna go up and hit lore buttons on anything. Lore, lore, lore. Lore, 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 lore. I wonder what this door leads to. Oh, Kaiden's not in his chair. Wait, why are most of the chairs in the cockpit empty? Joker?
Good timing, Commander. I was just about to bring us into the Citadel. See that taxpayer money at work.
Alright, so what's the Citadel look like? I know it's big. That's pretty big.
Look at the size of that ship.
The Ascension, flagship of the Citadel fleet.
Well, size isn't everything.
Why so touchy, Joker?
I'm just saying you need firepower, too.
Look at that monster. Its main gun could rip through the barriers in any ship in the Alliance fleet.
Good thing it's on our side, then.
Citadel Control, this is SSV Normandy, requesting permission to land.
Stand by for clearance, Normandy. Clearance granted. You may begin your approach. Transferring you to an Alliance operator.
Roger, Alliance Tower. Normandy out.
Normandy, this is Alliance Tower. Please proceed to Dock 422.
This is an outrage! The Council would step in if the Geth attacked a Turian colony?
The Turians don't found colonies on the borders of the Terminus systems, Ambassador.
Humanity was well aware of the risks when you went into the Traverse.
What about Saren? You can't just ignore a rogue Spectre. I demand action!
You don't get to make demands of the Council, Ambassador.
Citadel Security is investigating your charges against Saren. We will discuss the CSEC findings at the hearing, not before.
Captain Anderson, I see you brought half your crew with you.
Just the ground team from Eden Prime, in case you had any questions.
I have the mission reports. I assume they're accurate?
They are. Sounds like you convinced the Council to give us an audience.
They were not happy about it. Saren's their top agent. They don't like him being accused of treason.
Jesus Christ, what a bunch of dicks.
Saren's a threat to every human colony out there. He needs to be stopped. The Council has to listen to us.
Settle down, Commander. You've already done more than enough to jeopardize your candidacy for the Spectres. The mission on Eden Prime was a chance to prove you could get the job done. Instead, Nihilus ended up dead and the beacon was destroyed.
Wow, I hate this
That's Saren's
guy.
fault, not hers.
Then we better hope the CSEC investigation turns up evidence to support our accusations. Otherwise, the Council might use this as an excuse to keep you out of the Spectres. Come with me, Captain. I want to go over a few things before the hearing. Shepard, you and the others can meet us at the Citadel Tower, top level. I'll make sure you have clearance to get in.
And that's why I hate politicians.
Alright, so, hold up, I'll be back.